This is Jurua. Here in World of Warships, she is a Brazilian destroyer. She was built by Great Britain just before World War II, but when the war broke out, the British kept her for their fleet. She participated in the evacuation of Dunkirk. Then she was on convoy escort duty in the North Atlantic. In 1943, she was damaged when she rammed a German U-boat, then sunk the next day by another U-boat. Jurua is pretty much the same DD as the British Gallant. She gets 8 single-fire torpedoes with 8K range and 4 single-barrel gun mounts that have good fire starting chance. She has good concealment at 6K, so she can stealth torp. Jurua has a very low health pool at only 12K, but her smoke at 81 seconds and her speed boost and sharp turning radius help get her out of trouble. Let's see Jurua in action in this Tier 5, 6, 7 random battle. Well, we are out in the Jurua, which I am pronouncing as best as I can according to Google's AI. And we are joined by 4 other DDs, so a total of 5 destroyers, 5 cruisers, and 2 battleships on each team. Alright, we are staring at the sky for a bit while I am browsing Matchmaking Monitor to see what the teams are lined up looking like, and actually the numbers are in our favor this time. Not massively so, but a spread of about 1 full point. 1 percentage point can be quite a bit, but you still have to fight the battle. Well, we are on the neighbors map, and we have spawned closest to Alpha. This is a Tier 5, 6, 7 match. And the new patch just dropped. Aslane's mods have not updated yet, so I am running without my mods. I don't mind doing that. I have to anyway when I fight on the public test server, so having it here isn't terribly uncomfortable. I just like to be able to see at a glance from my team lineup panels on the left and right side of my screen what torpedo range and gun ranges are, detection range, but I'll get by. So my RPF is showing something is going to be coming right around that island here in a bit. So my torpedoes just loaded up. And somebody is here. Oh, and I'm already detected. And it is the Fujin and a Fubuki. Okay, well. I am not going to pop my smoke yet.
Torpedos atrás.
Spreading out my torpedoes, all 8 of them, spreading them out, hoping to catch the DD that is in the cap, but it looks like he has bugged out, and our kamikaze are. Oh, I would love to have a little kamikaze of my own. Those are great little DDs. Great at sneaking up on ships and torping them, popping their smoke last second. Oh, we have an Atlanta over there. Atlanta can be a very dangerous ship with Radar, fast firing rate. Good news is I'm out of his radar range. Okay, our Omaha looks like he knows how to manage his ship. That's good. A lot of Omahas are little suicide machines, but he's doing fine. Now our Scharnhorst is going to push into the cap. Unfortunately, Scharnhorst do not get hydro, so if he pushes in here against a Yahagi that has torpedoes, a couple of DDs, of course, that have torpedoes, might not do favors to him, but looks like he's gonna not only push out, but he's gonna push me out. Okay, well, in that case, let's get out here and see if I can, oh, I was gonna say help him out, but well, he just blasted the Fujin. The secondary is concentrating on the Colorado. Our Omaha is working on the cruiser. And I'm going to send some torps out there at that Colorado, see if I can get lucky and catch him with a little something. And then here's the Yahagi. Mr. Discombobulator himself. He is hurting, but he's not dying. He's stuck on a rock. Okay. Use my last couple of torps there, and then I'll help out the Omaha. I think he's going down. Oh, well, that was a yoink kill. I'm sure the Omaha or the Colorado was going to do the job. Oh, as expected, Scharnhorst died to torps. The Fubuki got him. But in the meantime, our Kamikaze R snuck up on the Atlanta and smacked him. Now, I have no idea why Atlanta wasn't using his radar or hydro or something, but he must have used them earlier and then didn't have anything ready for when the Kami went after him. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with the Colorado. The other team has lost 6 ships. We've lost 4. Ooh. Okay, hold on to our torps. Work with the Fubuki here. Running my smoke because I think he is sighted already, but he is going to be sending torpedoes, I'm sure. Yeah, somebody smacked him a good one. Uh-oh, torpedoes. Oh, no. Okay. Come on, get around that gap. There. Whew. That was close. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, anyway. Got away with that one. I don't think one torpedo was going to put me down, but it was definitely going to hurt me. Alright, now this ought to get him. Okay. DD down. Now, what's Colorado doing? Is he pushing forward? Looks like he is. He's pushing into the Kamikaze's torps. Then he's going at our Colorado. He's only moving forward real slow. Colorado's are real slow. Okay. Let's just pile those in. All 8 torpedoes go in the same place. They won't all hit. I think I'll sink him before the last ones get there. Yep, he's taking them all. Colorado down. I don't know what my captain just said, but he was excited. Okay, well, only 2 ships left. The other team has the Nagato and a Farragut. They're both way over on Charlie Cap. Well, Mahan, we don't really need to. We're in the driver's seat. We're way ahead. Because this is a replay, the score's flipped. We're sitting at 784 to their 290. We're counting off 3 points every few seconds. There is no way they're going to catch up. Less than 10 minutes left in the match. Well, more than 10 minutes. We use less than 9 to mostly clear the board over here. Alright, well, speed boosting. Mahan, you want intelligence data, but there's nobody out there that's going to get any for you except you. BG's tucked away so the Nagato can't blap him. I just gave him little intelligence based on my RPF. Nearest thing to me is Nagato. Okay, and then there's the Farragut. I can't reach Nagato with anything. Just keep on moving. Possible the Farragut is...
All stations requesting fire on the
No,
designated
I thought maybe he'd be turning my way. I think he's trying to get around where the Fiji can't shoot him. Well, continuing to push up. Alright, well there he is, and he is moving toward me, so pretty good chance I can pop him with 1 or 2 shells. There's one. If another one hits him, he's dead. There. Okay. Another cheap kill, but he wanted to get torps into our Fiji. I don't think he was going to get close enough. He can't torp without being sighted. Alright, well Fiji sitting in smoke, popping away at Nagato. We won. Okay, good job. Well, I think I like this little ship. We ended up with 39,000 in damage off 36 main battery hits, 3 torpedo hits, resulting in 4 incapacitations with 4 ships destroyed, started 4 fires, and caused flooding, assisted in a capture, and even did a little bit of spotting while I was at it. Ended up 2nd place on the leaderboard, and that Fubuki gets comp. I think the Fiji ought to also. He had to stand right in there. Held the line. They were shooting at me, but just didn't hit me. I took 347,000 in potential damage. So that was decent, just they didn't hit me. Okay, 293,000 in credits, 1,648 in free XP, 376 in Elite Commander XP, but 7,512 in Commander XP. For Alvaro. And Alvaro, I don't have a whole lot of these commanders. I have him on the Libertad, so he has been doing the most work, but I have only 3. All right, so I have Alvaro set up with preventative maintenance to help keep my turrets and torpedo tubes and steering and engine from getting knocked out. When they do, I can clunk along a little bit with the last stand. And I want to light more fires, so I have Demolition Expert. Give myself a little extra HP to work with Survivability Expert. Cut down on my detection range with the Concealment Expert, bringing me down to 6.0 kilometers. Not the best at my tier, but definitely not the worst. And then radiolocate to help me find those enemy ships and see who's closest to me. I have 2 skill points available that I'm going to get one more when I get to it. I'll add on Superintendent, and that way I'll have an extra charge of smoke and speed boost. Help me get through the end of a fight. Okay, so the Jurua. That is a tough name to say. That is Portuguese. I believe she's Brazilian, named after a river. And you won't catch me saying it often because it's a hard one to come up with. But she is modeled directly after the British Gallant. She was actually meant to be sold pre-World War II, and then the British Navy held on to her. So she has 2 single-barrel turrets up forward and 2 back aft. And then she has these 2 sets of quadruple torpedo launchers that can single fire those torpedoes wherever she wants to place them individually. So that's sending 8 torpedoes out in any kind of a spread that I want her to do. I can target more than one ship at a time or send them all after the same ship and just spread out where that ship might go to. Okay, so my module build out on her is my standard one. I am running with Main Armaments Mod 1 to keep my guns and torpedo tubes from getting knocked out. Engine room protection, keeping my engines from getting knocked out, and if they do, get them back in action. Same thing with the steering gears. And Aiming Systems Mod 1 to get my shells to land on target more effectively. And then I like Propulsion Mod 1. Gets me zipping out of danger a little bit easier than the steering gears. I have pretty good steering already, and so this adds to it by letting me start and stop quickly and get out of the spread of torpedoes, for instance, that might be coming after me. So, as always, I'm running Charlie Kilo to give me a little extra HP. I always run an India Yankee if I have them available, even on my DDs, because all too often I repair a fire, put the fire out with damage control, and then I end up getting caught on fire again when somebody blind fires me. So I always keep that. Then I have my increased chance of causing flooding or fire with Victor Lima, and then I double that with India X-Ray and Juliet Whiskey Una 1. We add to that Sierra Mike to give me a little more speed. November Foxtrot to bring back my smoke and my speed boost a little bit quicker. And then X-Ray Papa Una 1s to give me a little bit longer duration to my smoke. So it makes it act a little bit longer, spreads my smoke out a little bit further. It doesn't make it last any longer while I'm sitting. It doesn't disperse any longer. So that smoke is lasting about 81 seconds, so that's not too bad for what used to be the British DDs. Most of my British ones only last about 40 seconds, so it's not as good as American smoke, but it lasts long enough for me to sit in it for a bit, take some shots, then get out of it before the torpedoes come after me. So that is the Jurua, as best as I can say it. So I got her in a Christmas container. It's been 7 months now, and this is the first time that I've really driven her around. I'm liking her. I have the Gallant on my other account. I just haven't really gotten into driving them around. I have Cossack to take the place of the British DDs, and so I never used this one. I was actually disappointed when I opened that container, and this is the only ship that I pulled out of the Christmas containers this past Christmas. So it's kind of ironic that I finally drive her around and actually like her. So I'm sure I'm going to be spending a little more time in her. All right, well, have a great day, and I hope to see you in battle.